Parthenax. Hey, mister, get down here. I need you to land so that I can speak with you. I'm just gonna do this one for fun.
You truly have the voice of a Dova.
It's really good to hear your voice. One of those things that sounds so sweet. Coming from the lips of a Dova. Hearing that shout, it makes me weak.
Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra. Victory.
Can you just say victory then instead of being a pretentious asshole? Like, we both speak fluent English here. You don't have to throw in other words to make you seem like you're worldly.
Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination.
Rank the songs on To Pimp a Butterfly? Oh, I think you gotta go. You know, that album is fantastic. I think I gotta put All Right at the top, though. I really think that that's like a classic. In keeping, like, on the same level as the true masterpieces of the genre. You know, King Kunta's up there. Blacker the Berry. How Much a Dollar Cost.
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them.
Convince means persuade in my language.
Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun.
You know what? I actually appreciate the Hafkasayun.
Originally built to house.
Oh, these walls. I forgot about these walls. Also a classic.
Fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies.
All right, the Jarl of Whiterun might not think so, though. Turning his castle into a prison.
But your Sum is strong.
Rank the songs of Ilmatic? We already did, man. We already did. Ilmatic, though, I think is more of a plateau. Like, it's less highs and lows, and more like 85% of that album is like 9 out of 10. And there's a couple songs that are like 6.
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin.
It's actually hard for me to come up with the best song on Ilmatic. It's tough, man.
You are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power.
The Rotmulag. Oh, yeah, so can I have a Rotmulag cooked medium rare, please, and a glass of your finest 2% milk?
Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself.
Rank the songs of Aquemini? The Art of Storytelling Part 1 is #1. And then probably like Rosa Parks. And to be honest with you, I don't remember most of the rest of the album. But the Art of Storytelling Part 1 is an all-time classic. Even better if you get the music video version, explicit but with the Slick Rick verse at the end.
Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Sure, yeah. Teach me Yol.
In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form. Power at its most.
Rank the songs on 2001. That's definitely #1 song on 2001. It goes da 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 boom 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 boom. And then I'd say Daisy Daisy is probably #2.
As the fire builds in your Sum, in your breath, Sum Ark Mora, what will you burn? What will you spare?
I'm gonna catch something on the Usher tour and probably let it burn, and then I think I'll just spare everything. I wish to meditate on a word of power. Give me like 5 this time.
In your tongue. Mortals have greater affinity for this word than the Dove. Everything mortal fades away in time, but the spirit remains. Ponder the meaning of spirit. Unslad Sie.
Rank the songs on Pearl Jam's iconic album 10. The songs are almost in order of quality, track 1 to track 10. But I think you probably go number 1 song on Pearl Jam's 10 is Alive. Number 2, Jeremy. Number 3, Even Flow. Number 4, Once. That's where I'm gonna stop there. Sure, we're cool, dude. Do you want to teach me like the other word quickly though, just so I can riff on it?
Which calls to you, Dovahkiin?
All right, teach me. I guess I'm just gonna keep this recording going the whole time. Although it doesn't look like I started another one. Did I stop and accidentally not start for a minute? We might be missing a little bit, but that's okay. I'm sorry, YouTube. You might have missed a little bit. Thanks for the reminder, Twitch.
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all.
Top 5 peninsulas by any criteria. Gaspé Peninsula number 1.
Let its meaning
I can't think of any other peninsulas.
Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes.
Oh hell yeah, buff foos, thank you. That is exactly what I wish. Pugsworth Wellington, thank you for the subscription as well. Let's go map. And we're going to the Jarl of Whiterun. We're off to see the Jarl, the wonderful Jarl of Whiterun. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Iberian, the Arabian, and the Crimean peninsulas.
They said it's been snooping around Sarkar.
Top 5 equations in applied physics. F equals ma, you gotta respect statics, number 1. Probably after that, you have Andre Ampere's Magical, Mystical, Wonderful Law.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Yeah, hey dude, long time no see. Was wondering if I could just crash here and let my buddy crash here as well, who is a dragon.
You asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
You know I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it.
Why you coming home? 5 in the morning, something's going on. Can I smell your dick? Dragon's Reach was built to hold a dragon, though?
According to legend, although I never thought to put the tale to the test, Jarl Olaf One-Eye it was, who later became High King. They say he shouted it into submission in single combat atop Mount Anthor, and brought it back to Whiterun. Numenex was the dragon's name. That's his skull decorating the main hall.
Sweet. I need to trap a dragon in your palace, though.
It's insane. Impossible. You want me to let the dragon into the heart of my city with the threat of war on my doorstep?
It's the only way to stop the dragon attacks.
Must be another way. The risk is too great. Alduin, the World Eater.
I like how every time NL does a top 5, he ranks 2 things and then moves on. It's hard, man. To think of 5 things, you gotta have a great breadth of knowledge to have 5 things and reasons for them on the go for everything. I'm Dragonborn. It's my destiny to stop him.
I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
Top 5 Borat quotes. Her vagine hangs like sleeve of wizard, number 5. Number 4, you'll never get this, you'll never get this. Number 3, this suit is not black. Number 2, very nice. Number 1, my wife. There's your top 5, you savages.
I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry.
What if you didn't have to worry about an enemy attack? A wink wink?
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness
is the quote not "this suit is black" not? I can't tell if you're making a Borat joke. Is the quote not "this suit is black" not? If you watch the bit, there's two big ones. There's "this suit is black" not, and then there's also "this suit is not black."
Would have to listen.
All right, leave that to me. I'll talk to Arngeir. All I do is talk to people in this game. Would you rather have to play Undertale to completion once a year or never be able to play any Souls game ever again? I mean, I guess, like, that's only like a 5-hour investment a year, 4-hour investment a year. It depends if we're talking completion in the literal sense or completion in the Undertale fandom sense where you have to beat it twice and then, like, you know, openly weep on camera about every enemy you kill during the genocide run. Alright, let's do this. Do Borat impersonating Yoda. There's like a great impression in there. Yes, my name is Yoda. I will be the teacher of you to the Jedi arts. I gotta meditate on that one a little bit more.
I've got a city to keep.
I just be a servant among lords, but don't think for a moment.
What's your opinion on the Dave Matthews Band? Does this answer your question? Where are you going? Top 5 roles of Michael Caine. Alfie, and then every role as old man in Christopher Nolan film. Teacher of the Jedi arts I will be. Nah, I don't know. There's something in there. Little Pharma says, she body positive until she see my little weenie. Thank you for the resub and Untitled Project for the subscription. Wah! Renegade Striker, thank you for the subscription as well.
This was as stupid as our feud with Clan Grey.
What'd you say about Clan Greymane? Top 5 bands that use the nomenclature blank and the blank blanks. I can't even think of like 4 bands that have blanks in the blank blanks. Josie and the Pussycats, Paul McCartney and the rest of the Beatles.
Mother, sell fruits and vegetables. It's fun most days, but hard work.
And now, what are your thoughts on the Subban trade? You know, we never know what goes on in the locker room, but on paper it seems to imply that the Montreal management has like no knowledge or hockey sense in general. I think it's like a pretty huge mistake. I've got nothing against Shea Weber, but the fact that he's older and worse than Subban was kind of silly. The trade actually like blew my mind when it was announced. It's like someone must have misreported this. Where the heck is this quest? Alright, I got a new strategy. What if you just zoom in, like, really close? And then doesn't it show the quest at, like, the edge of your... Yeah, okay, so it's, like, over here. Come over this way. Oh, right there! "10 minutes left. Test your might against the Giants." I don't know. If we can find them, maybe. Sleep a little bit here. Sleep a little bit of your life to me. Thoughts on the Jewel Levy pick? Originally, I was disappointed, mostly because Edmonton fucked it up by taking the, you know, by taking Paul Jujarvi. But, you know, we do need a franchise defenseman, and I think by virtue of the fact that we got him with the number 5 pick, he instantly becomes like the most, you know, highly high potential prospect in the Canucks pool. So, like, I'm for it now. At the time, I was mostly just mad at the Oilers for taking our righteous pick. Top 5 slang words for vagina. Number 5, we'll just harvest his blood, I guess. I think number 5, you gotta say hot pocket. Number 4, bagel bite. Number 3, pizza roll. Number 2, Lunchables. And number 1, vagine. Yo, that bird was definitely doing the Cantina theme. Went boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Scoobity boop, 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 boop. You alright, dude? NL, are you hungry? I am quite hungry, actually. Why do you ask? I like that, Glad. Virgin is not my lover. She's just a girl that says that I am the one. This song's by Michael Jackson. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Hi, hungry. I'm Dad. Classic. NL, what are your thoughts on the mini NES? Never heard of it. Best tasting human parts, best to worst. It would be ignorant of me to say that, having not consumed every single part of the human, you know. Top 5 most dadly actors. Number 5, Patrick Warburton. Number 4, the dude who played Sean on Nip Tuck. Number 3... Jim Gaffigan. Number 2, Jordan Peele. If that came out of left field for you, you might be a racist. Number 1, as always, the inimitable Ronnie James Dio. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God there was an inch of water down there to break our fall. Oh! Oh! Is the end of our Skyrim playthrough. I got trapped in the waterfall. The Stone Roses wrote a song about this. Eugene Levy? No, he's more of like a granddad at this point. Or like an uncle. What makes Keegan-Michael Key worse than Jordan Peele? He's not like a worse dad. It's just like Keegan-Michael Key, he looks like he's still in the pounding phase, you know? He looks like he's still slicing the salami on a regular basis. Jordan Peele looks like he's settled in to a life of dadliness. You know, 1 hour of free time a night, and he spends it watching a critically acclaimed show on Netflix with his wife, Chelsea Peretti. Dude, he's so slicked up, he had no friction. Also, that is not a goat. What are the most dad Kanye verses? That's very easy. That'd be like, and I vow that my child will be well endowed, like his daddy. And tell him that your mama had a fatty. He looked up at me, said, Daddy, that's the reason why you had me, yup. We was practicing till one day your ass bust through the packaging. You know what though? You my favorite accident. So go ahead, pop some Cristal for my newborn child. And wow, y'all know what this is. It's a celebration, bitches. There you go. That's the most dadly Kanye verse. It's the one he literally talks about being a father. That was actually disgusting? Well, I didn't write it. Don't take that out on me. Kate, are you ready to start your stream? It might look like I'm just killing time here. I'm actually trying to find these fucking doors where we need to go. What is going on here? These guys just practicing? Be wary or your ass may bust through the packaging. Kate says she's not ready for her stream. My wife, I'm so hungry. I need to brush my teeth. Brush your teeth right now? You got freaking 3 hours to brush your teeth while I'm streaming here.
Aldwin, we heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle.
I need your help. I need to capture a dragon, but Pokemon Go servers are down.
We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice.
I'll worry about capturing a dragon. How about you just give me the ghost trap?
Our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political.
What are you gonna eat, NL? I'm gonna go for a bike ride, assuming it's not raining. Is it raining right now? My phone always gives me a push alert when it's raining. No, it doesn't look like it's raining.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Aldwin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems.
Could you just, like, actually, like, help me out, though?
Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us.
Yeah, okay, like, let's host the peace council, though.
Deliver the message to the warring parties. They will listen. I will do what I can.
I just heard Kate sneeze. People do not normally sneeze while they're brushing their teeth, Kate.
Sky above, voice within.
My father always told me what's right. No, let's try it again. My Arngire always told me what's right is right. Gonna get some afternoon delight. Who cares about the Alduin and Dragonborn's plight? 'Cause all I wanna do is shout into the night. Sky rockets in flight. Boo! Arngire's delight. Oh! Well, Arngire's delight. Kate, my God. Brush your damn teeth. Fuzro daw this fucker off the cliff.
You're not planning on burning anything with that, are you?
Am I facing this one or this one?
You're the one who killed Elaine Dufont up in Ralbethar. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kate, what are you gonna be streaming? That's the real question. Let's get her talking about what she's gonna stream. Look at that. The Northern Lights. Beautiful. Aurora Borealis. The crack of the bat. Isn't it like 4 p.m. there? Weird time to brush your teeth. Yeah, no kidding, huh? The shouting is making people nervous? Well, you know what? That sounds like a personal problem. Alright, we gotta go to this one then. She'll stream beating your bitch ass if you aren't careful. Yeah, go ahead and try it. See what happens. This was the wrong way. Oh! Sublime wrote a song about this, and I still got it wrong. you brush your teeth after every meal? No, I brush morning and night. I floss, tongue scrape, occasionally use a mouthwash. But I'm not quite at the level where I'm brushing multiple times. Or like throughout the day, I guess I should say.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
And what's the most dad way you can abandon your children? Definitely shouting, "Run!" while you, like, hand-to-hand fight a bear in the forest so that they can escape. But you're definitely dead.
Is that so?
I mean, technically you did abandon your kids, but it's a pretty dadly way to do it.
Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken. A fair point. Well, you've come to the right place then. Speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helgen. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's
All right, George W. Bush.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Bolgraf a stronger message?
If by message
Speak with Galmar.
I got a message from the Greybeards, though. I don't really care about your nonsense here.
Back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They want to negotiate a truce until the Dragon Menace is dealt with.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate.
I joined the racists, but it's only to create a poison from inside of their faction that will rot the whole tree from the roots up.
Unless Tullius himself will be there.
Who's the daddiest U.S. president? I feel like Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter strikes me as like the Mr. Rogers of American politics. Politics be damned.
Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, we're all doomed anyway. And if it isn't true, well, then the fight to free Skyrim goes on. Either way, I don't see the use in talking to the Empire.
What an asshole.
You speak truly, Dragonborn. Sometimes the grubby business of politics clouds my eyes. Besides, it will be good to see High Hrothgar again. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more.
Everyone like has a big hard-on for Teddy Roosevelt. And he's got some great stories about being like a manly man. But at the same time, from like an international diplomacy standpoint, dude sounds like a total dick, right? He's always like, you know, what's my foreign policy? Speak softly and carry a big stick. How about like, you know, I get by with a little help from my friends? If we're gonna go with, you know, cheap little pithy sayings that you can just throw out there, instead of be nice or I'll kick your ass, how about just I get by with a little help from my friends? How about lovely Rita Metermaid, as long as we're quoting Beatles songs here? And now, have you not seen Night at the Museum? I was too old to see Night at the Museum anything but ironically. Pointing this way. There we go. All the way back here to Solitude. Your real foreign policy is she was just 17, if you know what I mean. That's probably not great foreign policy. I wouldn't dance with another. Oh, and I saw her standing there.
What is it?
It's Caesar's Legions.
You were at Helgen. Speak to Legate Ricka. I suspect we could use someone like you.
Yes, sir.
Good.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's
Speak with
I have a message from the Greybeards, though.
What do those old hermits want with me? Why? There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor...
Why? There's nothing to discuss as long as that old traitor Ulfric.
They are getting to be a problem.
This guy needs some oratory classes, man.
My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks. Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested.
Do you Americans actually pronounce it as Kaiser? No, we say Caesar. The only people who say Kaiser are like, actually, in the true Latin pronunciation, the C had a hard K sound.
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
Alright, go back and talk to Arngeir.
He doesn't have the men.
My daddy always told me what's right is right. Gotta talk to Arngeir up high.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Rothmar.
You'll get to the chopper. It's Judgment Day.
And General Tullius have agreed to go.
How would you pronounce the antagonist from Batman Begins? Is it Ra's al Ghul? Or Ra's al Ghul, I've heard that Ra's al scooters are getting so dangerous. For that Ra's al scooters are getting so dangerous, parents have started buying their kids Ra's al blades. Ra's al blades.
Pardon me.
White might want to end it here. After this, there's a long cutscene. Okay, my wife. Are you done brushing your teeth? Kate's brushing Tomo's teeth? Well, that takes a while. Check this out. You got a fucking problem? How do you feel about this? Now she's flossing? Well, I can't be mad at someone for engaging in good dental practices. Do you ride hungry? I try not to, but sometimes sacrifices need to be made to fit it into my busy professional schedule. Do you actually floss? Yeah, my dentist yelled at me. So, like, I try to floss now. Actually, like, every night I'm like, I don't want to floss. And then I'm like, if I don't do it now, then it's going to be so much easier to also not do it tomorrow. And then I realized that, you know, you just play the tape forward in your head. You realize, you know, the first step to stopping a good habit is the first time you stop it. So instead, you know, 95% of the time I just get the floss out. And I floss quickly. I'm going to be real pissed, though, if I talk to the dentist the next time we go, and then he goes, hey, you gotta floss more. I'll be like, you fucker. NL is such a dad with giving good habit advice. Well, I mean, I try. What's the point in flossing? Brushing doesn't get the food that gets stuck in between your teeth, and then it festers and, you know, creates an acidic environment that eats away at your enamel and eventually contributes to poor dental hygiene. Favorite Netflix original series? I really liked Master of None. I thought it made some bold artistic choices, especially in its final few episodes. And it was kind of like 500 Days of Summer, but made like a little bit less hipstery. But there's a lot of them. That's what mouthwash is for. I have a friend who's a dentist, and he tells me, now, don't let me get sued for slander here by the Listerine Corporation. I do use mouthwash on occasion. But he told me that most mouthwashes are basically just the placebo effect. Like, it's good for making your breath like mint, but apart from that, it's not actually an essential part of the dental hygiene routine. My wife. Okay, what are you gonna play, Kate? Oh, she's gonna play Dead by Daylight. All right. What's your favorite verse on Scenario? Well, I feel like a little bit of a poser. Because everybody's always like, Busta kills it on Scenario. And of course he's got the rah rah like a dungeon dragon, etc, etc. But then they go, Fife Dog, you know. What do you know? This is the Fife Dog is first off the bat with no batteries included and no strings attached. But I actually really like Charlie Brown of the Lords of the New School. Like, I think he kills it on his verse, you know. Rippin' and Rompton, New York, North Kakalaka, and Compton. Check it out. And, you know, he does a lot of, like, funny voices. Maybe he's kind of, like, goofy, but I'm okay with that. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the show today before people can disagree with me. Thank you for reminding me